sort of done is I've played around with the content a little bit, and I've got it back so readability is good, SEO is good. Literally all I did was change Thermocool-Solutions to We Offer, and that makes it easier to read. So it's just little things like that to watch out for. But if we look at Yoast now, we've got green circles for everything. It's not flagging anything up, anything important or that needs improving. So that's all done. The readability, we've got a green for, still bringing up this about the passive voice. It is quite difficult to get this correct. You can read up about it. We've got this website that we're taking a look at, and it's the difference between like the active and passive voice. So active is the dog bit the man, passive is the man was bitten by the dog. So basically for web content we want to try and use the active as much as we can. So but at the minute we've created this article, we've gone through, we've titled it, we've made sure that this permalink matches the title. If it didn't, if you put the wrong title in to begin with, you can edit it, and you can make sure that matches. So we don't need to worry about that at the minute, so it's fine. We've got air conditioning top tips in a H2 title there. We've got air conditioning top tips in our first bit of the body text. We've got an external link from air conditioning going to Toshiba. We've got these smaller titles, so we're breaking the content into nice sections. We've got an internal link going to the contact form. We've in Yoast, we've made sure that the meta title and the meta description have both gone green. So we've got our key focus words in there, got them in there. That's what we're optimizing the content as. We've added an image which we also named air conditioning top tips, and then we put outside unit on the end of that. And importantly, we put in the alt text, air conditioning top tips, outside unit, so that matches this. What that's for is things like screen readers, partially sighted people will have software for where it'll read the alt image. More importantly, Google can read the alt text. So don't really need to say any more about that, but just make sure that matches the name of the image and it matches the focus keyword. So other bits that we've done, we'd never used that focus keyword before. It appears in the first paragraph. We've got the density in there. Years ago, we used to be able to literally create a page, and it would say air conditioning like 1,000 times or whatever, and we'd put it like at the bottom of the website, and we'd put it in the same colour as the background, so to the naked eye, like, you couldn't see it, but search engines would read it and think that it was important because it said it so many times. But things have got a lot more sophisticated since then. So we don't want it to be more than sort of 2%. That there where it's saying like 0.6% is perfect. So we've got the meta description, we've got the focus keyword in there, it's a good length. The focus keyword only appears once in subheadings, so we could add some more, but it's good as it is. So we've got the keyword in the images and the alt. We're above 300 words. We've got no followed links, so they are the genuine hyperlinks to content. The title's good, and we've got the focus keyword in the URL. So what we want to do now, we were just clicking save draft as we were going through this. Now I'm going to be happy to actually publish this because the content's great. And what we can do is, we don't want to put it in uncategorized, put it in news. We can also add more categories. So as the content grows, we might have a section like for just called news, but then it might be that we have a blog section. It could be something like a diary. We might do a little article today. We're working in this part of the country. We've just put this in. We can basically have whatever category we want. You can also tag things. At the minute, these aren't massively important. We just need to get the content on there and get it going on regularly and building. So some of these other bits like template, you don't need to touch. You don't need to touch this. When I was putting in the internal link, so Yoast actually suggests things that we could link to. So another thing that I could have done, so where it says we offer various maintenance packages, contact us to find out more, we could have put visit our maintenance package page, or and I think we've got a couple there. So air conditioning maintenance, commercial refrigeration maintenance, maintaining your air conditioning, service packages. So we could have linked it to that. That would have been good as well. But it's just as long as we've got some internal link, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and publish it. So that's now published, that's live on the front end of the website. So if we go to look at that and come into news, there we go. So I've just put this in, air conditioning top tips. So the way that this is set at the minute, we get a date, who's posted it, if there are any comments on the post, tells you what category it's in, and we get a link to view the full article. So if we go in, and we've got our little article there, and a little bit of meta information, when it was posted, who posted it, in what category, comments. Can leave a comment. I think if someone does put a comment, it has to be moderated in the back end, so we're not risking sort of someone typing something a bit derogatory. We've got some navigation here at the bottom, so you can basically scroll through the other articles. But basically what I want to do is get more and more added. I'll show you the comments. So if you know, this is still from when we first built the site. It's not being shown anywhere, but we can unapprove. If it's not already been approved, we can approve it, or we can just delete it. This is actually pretty good. Some websites that get a lot of spam, I'm not sure if I've got one open at the minute. I don't think. No. I've got the site that I'm working on earlier that's got 2,000 unapproved comments in their comment queue, which most of them are selling Viagra and Russian brides and stuff. So it's just spam. So this is kind of good that we're not getting loads of spam. It can be beneficial to get people commenting on it. Again, it's more content, and it shows that users are like interacting with the site. Again, good for SEO. So that is pretty much it. We have to add the content. When you log in, you'll be initially get taken to this screen. So this is the dashboard. I updated those plugins and stuff earlier, so it was saying that we're, you know, everything was running really nice and smooth. And the main section that you're going to want to come into is posts. And this is a list of the posts that we've made. So categories, you'll notice it's there. So we can add other categories. So if we wanted to say blog, we can add a blog. We've got news, blog news. It could be something like installation. So whatever you want. If you think, right, we're going to do a series of articles on such and such a category, you can put that in, and then you can filter by these categories. Just quickly before this video ends, another way that we can add content is as portfolios. So these work in exactly the same way as posts, so that it is basically a post. It's just we've made a separate section for it and called it portfolios. So in here, you see it's the same as when you click into posts, but in here what we started doing is just adding pieces of work, basically. So spa air conditioning install, and I think we just added a couple of pictures. It's just a little bit of content. And again, you know, it could go into air conditioning portfolio or refrigeration portfolio, and you just literally do exactly the same with this as I did with creating that post. You know, you can add your images, and it's just another way of adding content.